Go check out igsky.com if you're looking for some cheap FIFA 16 Ultimate Team coins. Also, if you're looking for some really cheap FIFA points, go check out igsky. Use the discount code Rossi for a massive 8% off now. 8%, guys. Go check it out. If you don't want to buy anything like that, you want to buy some cheap games, some new games coming out, go check out G2A. Every link you will need is in the description box below. Enjoy the video! Hello guys, Mr. Rossi1990 here. This is going to be a different video from me today. It's going to be an England future squad builder. You guys are probably used to me doing ex-squad builders, and obviously there's no real ex-England player. They still could technically play. Obviously there's legends and such, but you know, you guys know what I mean. If you could smash the like button, that'd be absolutely amazing. If you were part of the Random Hybrid week and you watched some of them videos, I want to thank you guys for the support you showed in that. We'll definitely be doing a lot more Random Hybrid soon, and we'll do a Random Hybrid week again. If you missed it, it's still on my channel, so you can go check it out. What we did was we did one Random Hybrid a day, which is a rarity for me because I normally have a gap or another video in between. But we did it, and the reception it got was a fantastic reception. We did some really good players along the way, had some really good teams, had some good fun as well along the way, I thought. So if you want to go check that out, it's on my channel somewhere. But let's go on to today's video, which is something a little bit different, but still very much FIFA based, obviously. So we're on here today, and I was watching a England under-19s match because you guys probably are quite aware that I'm a Leeds fan. I was looking towards one of the players in particular who was playing, who will feature in this squad builder because I rate him that highly. But it got me thinking, what potentially could be, or us seeing, an England squad in the future? Maybe not like the massive future, but between 5 and 10 years time, something like that. Depending on how they develop, they could go to shit. They could literally turn out to be the next best thing. You just don't have an idea right now. But hopefully we can get a team here, and hopefully it can do quite well. But if we go over to, here we go, England is what we want. And we'll go for goalkeepers, and we'll search my club because I'll have the ones I want. Obviously, Joe Hart's the England goalkeeper now. But Jack Butland is probably his number 2 right now. He's fantastic in real life. Had a loan spell at Leeds. I'm pretty sure that obviously helped his development. Obviously. Cost me 9.7k. Bought him a long time ago, so he's probably gone down in price. But fantastic goalkeeper in real life. Really good shot stopper. Won Stoke a fair amount of points, I think it's fair to say. And doing a really good job there. So I'd imagine, even though Joe Hart's not dramatically old and is not retiring at any soon point, Butland, if he keeps performing and Joe Hart maybe goes down a little bit, whatever reasons, then he well could be the next England goalkeeper, unless there's somebody else coming through the ranks that we don't know about at this moment in time. The centre-backs we're going to go for, one of them you'll know quite well, and that is actually going to be John Stones. The other one is going to be Eric Dyer. Now, the reason I've gone for him, there was another person I could have possibly gone for, but I think he's definitely the better player. He's playing in the England team at this moment in time, actually. I think he got called up. He's actually rocking the kind of CDM role in real life right now. Kind of think he's been playing a little bit for Spurs. Maybe they've had an injury or two. But he's a fantastic player. And he kind of came from nowhere. I think he bought him from Sporting. And he's kind of one of them players you thought, is he English? What's going on there? He's playing for Sporting. But obviously he is English. He's got an English flag there. And John Stones, you all know, he's in the England setup now. So you'd imagine it quite could possibly be them two in the future. Arguably the best 2 left-back centre-backs we've got. So left-back we're going to go for. I'm going to search my club again. And for this one, we're actually going to have Galloway. Now, the reason I've gone for him is because he's doing really, really well for Everton in real life now. He's getting game time with Leighton Baines out injured, and Oviedo's kind of hit and miss currently, so I think he's getting in front of him, and he's been performing very, very consistent. He's not the end product, he's not the best player in the world, but what he is consistent. He's doing really, really well for Everton, in my opinion, and a lot of people mentioned him on Twitter. He does look immensely pissed off in his picture, let's not lie, that's crazy scenes. But I imagine he will definitely go on to be a very, very solid left back. Whether or not he'll get into the England setup is to be said or seen, but we'll think he probably will be. The right back is actually going to be Callum Chambers. Now, this guy's got to come good at some point, in my opinion. He's very up and down, in my honest opinion. I don't know about you guys, Arsenal fans might be able to back me up here. Southampton fans maybe able to tell me something about him I don't know. But when he first joined, he looked okay. And then they moved him to centre-back a little bit. I think he plays centre-back or right-back. He looks iffy at centre-back. He looks like he could definitely use some confidence there. But he's a right-back on Ultimate Team, and his card is not great for a right-back. He's not got any kind of pace at all, but he has got good defensive. He's also got okay dribbling for a right-back. 71's not bad at all. But I'd imagine he's got to come good at some point, so I'm going to chuck him in the team for that reason. The 2 centre-mids I'm going to go for, we'll search Silver now, because the rest of the team is probably going to be Silver-based. It's going to be Dele Alli, and the next one is going to be Lewis Cook. He's the reason I watched the under-19 games the other day. He is fantastic. I can't stress enough how highly I rate this kid. People who don't watch Leeds might not necessarily know a massive amount about him, but the fact this moment in time, various sites and papers are saying he's linked with Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal. Oh, I don't know what I said. I can't remember what I said. But that kind of explains it, doesn't it? You're not going to be a bad player if you're linked with them kind of teams. I just hope to God Leeds can keep hold of him. Maybe go to the Premier League and hopefully be part of our Premier League push. I really hope that. But the reality is that he's probably going to be far too good for a championship level team. So unless Leeds do get promoted, I can see him definitely be moving on. Fingers crossed it's not Man United, because that is a kick in the balls, Alan Smith. But Dele Alli is definitely going to come good. He's a strange one. He started at MK Dons, I think, and he scored a lot of goals in League One, actually, for a centre midfield player. Looked a really, really strong talent. Signed for Tottenham, went back on loan to MK Dons, played again. Signed for Tottenham, though, and everyone was a bit confused whether he would get any game time. He's getting a lot of game time. He really is. He's involved in the English setup right now in real life. He's very, very young. So he's got a nice potential, and hopefully he can go on to be a very solid England centre midfield player. His Ultimate Team card isn't that impressive, to be honest, but we can hope, can't we? The cam we're going to go for is going to be Jesse Lingard. Probably the oldest player up till now, I think. Maybe not, maybe John Stones, I can't remember. But he's actually just been called up to the England squad in real life. He's been out on loan a few times from Manchester United, but maybe right now is his best chance to push on in a Manchester United shirt. He scored a goal, actually, at the weekend, or last weekend. Obviously, we're at the international break now. But he looks like a talent. He really does. He's got that little bit of flair. He's got that little bit of pace. And he's got something about him. Obviously, being in the Manchester United setup, you have to have something. You wouldn't be there else. You wouldn't be there altogether. Hopefully, he comes to be quite good, because, you know, it's nice to see English players do well. So for that reason alone, I hope he goes on to be quite a good player. The left wing we're going to go for is actually going to be Jordan Ibe, or Ibe, whatever you want to call him. Oh my god, I rate this guy so highly. When he was on loan at Derby, I think it was, I was desperate for Leeds to go in for a loan. When he went back to Liverpool and he's getting game times, that's never going to happen. But he's exactly the type of winger you want. He's pacey, he's strong, he's bow-footed, he can cut in, he can take long shots, he can take people on, he can do absolutely everything you want as a winger at a young age. I think England have a massive potential on their hands here, and if he can develop with Liverpool, perfect club for him in my opinion, then hopefully he can go on to do better things. Maybe even convert him to like a striker or something, could potentially come around. He's got that type of strength about him, where he kind of bosses with the ball. And hopefully he goes on to develop quite well. The right wing we've gone for is actually going to be, of course, Joe Cole. Nah. It's going to be Patrick Roberts. Now, Manchester City paid big money for this guy, and that tells you exactly what you're going to get from him, or what they're hoping they're going to get from him, and that is a genuinely talented England international. That's what they're hoping for. Maybe that's what they'll get. I've seen him a few times. He does look quite decent. He's a right winger. Ultimate Team card. I think he can kind of play like in behind the striker and stuff like that as well. So he's that kind of player, a bit of a flair player, a bit of a pacey, well, not pacey Ultimate Team wise, but I think he's got a little bit of pace in real life, and he's decent. So hopefully he can go on to develop. Manchester City kind of have an idea of what they're doing, or maybe they don't, because they seem to buy a lot of players for top money, or Raheem Sterling, obviously, and Fabian Delph being two. But the cam we're going to go, the striker we're going to go for makes complete sense. It's actually a gold, and it is going to be none other than, wait for it, Pakpol Lineker. No, it's going to be Kane. Harry Kane, for sure, is going to be England's best thing. He kind of is at the moment, really, isn't he? He's our only hope of goals, to be honest, and if he doesn't get them, then I can't see him come from anywhere else, because England are bloody mediocre as shit. But Harry Kane, I like this guy. He's a typical striker. Literally came from nothing, as we know. I think he was on loan at a few clubs, and then I don't even know how the hell it came around, but he's turned out to be probably like almost like a release kind of player, guy you set for a free transfer on on Football Manager even, to being a £30 million player, you could say. Unbelievable scenes. Tottenham were actually laughing their tits off, but what a player he has turned out to be. Moving over to the bench now, and you can see we've got some other players down here. We've got Bentley. You might not know who this guy is, but he's labelled to go all the way. He's a young-ish goalkeeper, 6'4". He's very good at, I think that's League 1 level. Might be League 2. It's League 1. We had to wait for it there. League 1. Leeds were linked with him actually back along, but he's more linked to like the higher, kind of the low-medium range of the Premier League, I'm saying. And he might get his move in January, maybe at the end of the season, but I think he's better than League 1 level. But actually saying that, he has made a few mistakes recently. I've been hearing his name a lot in the for the bad reasons. But Tyrone Mings is our next player. Unfortunately, he's out for the season with I think he's done his knee in. I think quite a few Bournemouth players have done their knee in, unfortunately for them, which sucks bad. Because he's never the best thing in the world. Going into the Premier League, having a decent setup of players, and then getting shanked down with injury. It's literally, I feel so sorry for Bournemouth fans and Bournemouth team. They could have had a real push this season, but they're struggling purely because they're just getting so many injuries and their team can't be consistent because of that. But Tyrone Mings, big money signed actually, I think. They paid top dollar for him from I want to say Ipswich, but I can't remember exactly. He's actually a really, really strong left back. He's 6'5", and I've heard a lot of people mention that he could potentially be moulded into a centre-back because of his height and his strength in the future. But he's a left-back momentarily at the moment. This guy, Nathan Chalobah, he's on loan at Napoli, I think, unless they've bought him. I didn't even know he's at Napoli. Shows what I know. But he's a potential absolute talent in the on loan from Chelsea. Or, like I said, I'm not sure he is on loan, to be honest. They may have bought him. I have no idea. But he has definitely got the potential. He kind of burst on the scene for a little bit for Chelsea. Went out on loan at a couple championship clubs and did really, really well, actually. I think one of them was Wolves. Something like that. But move over to the next player, and that's Will Hughes. I think he may well be injured at the moment as well. But he's always one of them who has massive potential. Will he go all the way? We don't know. That's the beauty. He could literally flop and be the biggest piece of shit next year. Or he could develop into, he could be the next Harry Kane, that big push. I mean, he's going to be a striker and score with goals. I mean, that big push from kind of middle to like, bang, you're up there. You're one of the best. Hopefully that will happen for him. Demarai Gray is actually a very, very good player. I think he has a lot of potential. Like I think England are sorted for their left wings. Obviously, we've got Sterling at the moment, who's very, very decent. We've got another couple of players as well. But Demarai Gray is one of them players who, if he wants to, could become very, very good. Playing for Birmingham, that's a strange badge. I think it is Birmingham's badge, unless they changed it. But he's always linked with Premier League clubs. Again, I think he was linked with Bournemouth in the transfer window previous. And obviously that didn't develop. So if Birmingham can keep hold of him, fair play to him. But I imagine he might get his Premier League move soon, like the rest of them. The next player is Andre Gray. Now, strange one. He's England, I think, but he may have declared himself for another country. I really don't know with these type of players, because they're the type of player who, again, playing for Brentford, I think he was, scoring the goals, got his big money move. We all know it to be big money. He's linked with a number of clubs, wasn't he? But he only went to Burnley. I say only because he didn't get like a Premier League move. He got a top-end Championship move. He is absolutely banging them in the Championship. Looks like he could be potentially a very, very good player. 1991, it's not necessarily the youngest of players, but still definitely in 5 years' time, when he's a bit older, he may well get in that England setup. The next player we've got is a guy who is outstanding in real life. I've got him on the bench for the reason alone that he isn't young. So the potential for him to be in a future England team is still quite small, because he'll age and he'll potentially go down. At this moment in time, he's probably at his prime. He's always going to go up and down at this stage. He's not like a young talent, but he's just got his Premier League luck. He's playing absolutely fantastic, and he had to get a mention in this squad builder. The next player is Charlie Taylor. Now, being a Leeds fan, I had to chuck a couple of players I think have the potential to be in the England team in years. I think this guy's next level left back. He is so good. He's got immense pace. EA seem to not understand pace, because he's definitely faster than 77. He's got really, really good strength, and I think he's developed purely because he got a loan move to a League 2 or a League 1 team where the football's ugly, a bit grafty. It benefits you. I really think it does. And he came back to Leeds and he was brilliant. Again, he's out injured at the moment, or some virus or something. Tyler Blackett is the next player. He's on loan, I think, at Celtic from Manchester United, I want to say. And he has a potential. Will he develop? I'm not too sure. He had a couple of games for Manchester United where he looked okay, and then a couple he looked quite poor. So we're not really too sure about that one. Tom Carroll got mentioned a lot on Twitter. He's kind of had his chance, I think. I don't know what's happening with Tom Carroll. I'm not too sure where he is at the moment. Is he getting much time? I think Mason's more the one who's getting more time at Tottenham at the moment. So I'm not too sure what's happening with Carroll. Maybe he's out on loan. Maybe I'm just being stupid. Alex Mower. Now, this guy can write his own future. He, on his day, is absolutely unplayable. He is fantastic. He scores long shots for days. He's currently on a 2 out of 2. He could score 3 out of 3 if he goes for the next game for long shots. He still hasn't got an inform from EA because they're absolute bitches. But Alex Mower has definitely got the potential to go all the way, like a number of other Leeds players, because I'm a Leeds fan. I had to big him up, didn't I? And then Callum Wilson is my last player in this team. Again, out injured, Bournemouth player. I think he could have definitely gone on and done wonders for Bournemouth this year. He was scoring all types of goals before he got his injury. He was ripping apart the Championship. I think he came from Coventry. I think Bournemouth sold Lewis Grabban, I think it was, who was kind of like a pacey striker, and that kind of hit them hard. And they went out and bought somebody arguably better in Callum Wilson, and he's done brilliantly for them. Like I said, injured again for the season, unfortunately for him, with a it's cruciate knee ligament, which I've gone through myself. I know exactly what they're feeling. Hope them all massive recoveries and to come back better than ever. But that is the future England team. Let me know in the comment section below if you would have gone down a different route. Maybe I've missed somebody. I'm not perfect. I might have missed a few players. Let me know in the comment section below. Don't smash the dislike button. Just let me know. It's always better that way. I was going to play a game with this, but I've just realised this video is very long, and I do apologise for that, so we won't make it any longer for you guys. But hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have a like, it'd be absolutely fantastic. If you're new around here, don't be afraid to subscribe. I'll catch you next time, and Bye-bye. Boo!